Today, this is an update on the physician verbal orders instructional video. All right, first thing you're going to do is sign into AlayaCare. Okay, pardon me while I pause this. Okay, so once you get logged in, what we're going to do first is navigate first to a shift where you would have been working with the patient. So let's say, for example, I am doing a verbal order for my patient from yesterday's shift, Star Office Mount Laurel. Okay, so I'm just going to swipe left or right. If you see my little cursor here under no items, I'm swiping from left to right to go backwards on my calendar, right to left to go forward. All right, so I have this patient, Star Office Mount Laurel. I'm going to tap inside. Now, to add any form, not just a verbal order, but to add any form from AlayaCare, you're going to go to Form History. This is going to attach a form manually to your patient. Okay, so I'm going to come down here to this blue plus sign. This is where I'm going to tap. And now, just like we're adding an 8 to 12, you can do a hospitalization, post-hospitalization. I'm going to click, let me show you again, right here, this magnifying glass. I'm going to click in there, and I'm going to start typing physician because this form is called physician verbal order. You only need the first few letters, and then right here. I'm going to start a new one. I think this is my old one from my first attempt. All right, so here you're going to find your physician's name, phone number, and fax. Only fill out the information that you have. Okay, and if you don't have the fax number or anything, just leave that blank. Here you're going to hit next. And now this screen is for medication changes. If you continue on, you'll see a screen for treatments or feeding orders. But this one is for the medications only. This first screen. So the first thing I'm going to do, in theory, this patient has a UTI and is going to be on some amoxicillin. So we are going to do a new medication order. But if you look in this drop down menu, you also have a change, discontinue. And then if you're only doing a feed, you can say no changes with medication. Date medication ordered. I'm going to go with yesterday's date, since that is hypothetically when I went to my doctor's appointment. All right, this is the part where you guys really know what you're doing. I'm not even sure if I'm spelling this right. And then medication concentration. All right, don't forget that you are going to put the label in here as well. All right, and then your dose. All right, and the dose, you're going to specify the unit here as well. You're going to do your route. And then come down here, it's not PRN. No special instructions for this one, but here are my time instructions. So we are going to do this 3 times a day for this particular order. All right, diagnosis related to the order. Why is this medication being ordered? And then, was there another? So this screen gives you the opportunity to put as many meds as you need. So you can do another new, another change, or I'm sorry, a change, a discontinue, or if you are finished, you can hit no other medication changes. If you do hit another new med ordered, it's going to open up that same screen for you. Okay, a change, very similar, and a discontinue. Very, very short and simple. All right, but I don't have any other medication changes for this particular example, so let's go next. If you have a treatment or a feed order, you can check either the feed, the treatment, or both if you have them. I'll show you the feed order since that's the most frequent. Just the date and what is the order. All right, and now we'll see the treatment. Okay, same exact thing, very short and to the point. All right, for this one, I am not changing a treatment or a feeding, so I'm going to say no, and then I'm going to continue on next. All right, so here is the screen. It looks very similar to when we submit our 8 to 12s. I'm going to sign here. Okay, and then I'm going to put my date. And then obviously it's the date the nurse signed, not necessarily the date of the order. And then if you're not with the physician, telemed, whatever the reason is. Don't fill this part out. You can leave it blank for this one, and you don't need to put the date in as well. All right, we're going to hit submit and watch the bottom of our screen. Form upload added to queue means that we're ready to upload this form, and form upload complete. All right. The last thing I'm going to do here is just take a moment and make sure that my submission went through. You can do this with your 8 to 12s as well, if it ever loads. Here we go. So in the top right hand corner, I do see that it loaded, so you can always check here. But if you don't see it here right away, sometimes it doesn't load up very quickly. So if you're looking for it, you're going to come to this top right hand corner, hit these 3 dots, and you can reload. And reload should bring your app up to date with any forms that were submitted. Okay, you can actually even do that on your info tab, and you can hit that reload, and you can make sure that your clock in and clock out information is updated as well. All right, that's it. That's how you do a verbal order. And if you do want to go back and take a look, make sure that you did it. PDF is being generated, so sometimes that happens. It's taking a while. But you also have the option to comment on it if there's any issues. All right, so here's what it will look like on our end. I'm going to open a PDF file. And then here is all of the information we just put in. You can absolutely zoom in to see all of that information and move all around, okay? And again, you can do the same thing with your 8 to 12s. All right, that is it. As always, if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out, and have a great day.